Welcome to Rick's Corner. The man, the myth, the legend. Now on with the show.
Welcome to Rick's Corner. You know, last time I told you about working on the Incredible Hulk and the experience that it was, and it was a great time. But there were a lot of shows that I went on. There's a lot of guys I worked with that I worked out with, and we had a really good time on all of them. Back in those days, there were a lot of variety shows, and they used bodybuilders for a lot of the parts. And of course, you want to do something more than that, but it was a start into the business to get to know people and have a good time. So we got a call one day to go down to CBS to work for the CHER show. She had Sunny and Cher, but it was just CHER. And they wanted 4 bodybuilders. So a group of guys went down. I got it, Jim Morris got it, Don Peters, and Bill Grant. So we got hired, and then we got outfitted for costumes, which were just briefs, like red, white, and blue, I believe we were. And then we did rehearsals. So we had a whole week of rehearsals at CBS Studios over off Fairfax in the rehearsal hall. Ray Charles was the guest, and that was really quite enlightening because Cher would come in and she had a pair of jeans on, a tank top, and a straw hat, no makeup. And she was nice as she could be. And so we were talking about tattoos back then. So I have a tattoo on my ass. You want to see it? So she dropped her pants and showed all of us her tattoo. And I said, okay, that's pretty unique. And then we would rehearse what we were going to do. And it was like she was doing a song around us and dancing around us and touching our arms. And we were flexing and this and that. And then we'd break for lunch. So I remember going down to lunch to the commissary to eat and getting on the elevator. And I'm standing right next to Carol O'Connor, who was Archie Bunker from All in the Family. And I talked to him for a second. He was like a really nice guy, and I thought, this is so cool. So I got done with lunch, and I was one of the first ones back up to the rehearsal hall, and Ray Charles is in there rehearsing on the piano with his aide, just the two of them. I said, oh, I guess I'm back early. They said, that's all right, come on in and sit down. So I pulled up a chair and I sat down by Ray Charles, and he was playing and singing, just rehearsing a song for the show. And I thought to myself, I have a front row seat right now to Ray Charles. And if I only had, and I'm thinking back now, if I only had a cell phone, I would have called all my friends and say, hey, listen to this. That's Ray Charles sitting next to me and he's playing a song. That was like a really cool moment for me because it was so unexpected. Well, she came back in and we rehearsed, and then it came down to the final show, and then we shot it, and we shot it a couple of times different ways, and then it came out, and it came out on CBS and went national. It was a good spot. We were all seen very clear and up close. They had the Muppets on when they were popular back then. Jim Henson and the Muppets. Yul Gibbons, who used to eat bark off a tree. I don't think any of you remember him. And the Smothers Brothers as well. They were on the show. So I met a lot of people, and it was a lot of fun. And each time you go, it's an experience. All these people are stars, but they're real people behind the scenes. There's nothing fake about them. They were just fun and down to earth and kidding around with you and just have a good time. So I wanted to show you a couple of those shots. The video is up on YouTube, I believe. The CHER show is. I can't actually run it on here because I can't have the rights, trademark rights to do it, but I can show you still shots. Anyway, we all went down. We had a great time. I remember I just hung out with all my friends, and then the show came out and aired, and we all watched it, and it just went on for a long, long time. So after that runs several times, you get royalties every time the show. So every time you turn around and you get the mail, you got a check in the mail. And that's what it was all about. Now I have several other shows to talk about, but this one in particular now I wanted to tell you about because CHER has become a big, big superstar since then. She was then, but she's even bigger now. And was the nicest person I think I've ever met in the business. Just really down to earth and fun to be around. So we had a lot of laughs. So I hope you enjoyed that little story, because we did, and we had a good time. And then it was back to training. So see you next time, and I'll have more stories on the road of bodybuilding through Hollywood and my life. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. Hope you enjoyed the video brought to you by Old School Labs. Use my discount code DRASIN12 on the link below at oldschoollabs.com. Hey everyone, now you can have the Gold's Gym logo drawn by me, the artist Rick Drasin. Personalized and made out to you and signed by me to frame and put on your gym wall or wherever you see fit to do so. It's a piece of bodybuilding history. It will never be duplicated again. It's the largest selling icon t-shirt logo in the world. And I'm the guy that drew it, and I will draw it for you. Just go to my website, rickdrasin.com, and order there. You can pay through PayPal, and it'll be sent out right away. And be sure to watch Rick's Corner for all the videos on bodybuilding, nutrition, fitness, pro wrestling, and anything that suits your interests as far as getting physically fit and being the best you can be from the golden era of bodybuilding.
It's Rick Drasin. He's the equalizer, baby. See you next time.